Hello, I'm Kyle. I'm the technical content developer at Maple Systems. Today, I'm going to be introducing you to a new PLC line, the Maple Modular and the Maple Micro. Let's get started. Introducing the Maple Modular and Maple Micro PLC Series. The Maple Modular PLC Series are very powerful and flexible devices with multiple I/O configurations. They are expandable and can have up to 11 I/O modules. The modular PLCs can have Modbus Communication and can connect seamlessly to other devices that have Modbus capabilities. For communications online, downloading, and uploading, there is a USB loader, Ethernet, and serial connection. You will not lose any data in case of a power outage. There is built-in flash memory. The modular PLCs have built-in high-speed counter and PID. And if you are unfamiliar with these, there are resources and technical documentation on the Maple Systems website. You can also always reach out to our complimentary technical support. All of the Maple Modular PLCs can be used with their complementary control software, Maple Logic. For the Maple Modular PLC series, there are three options. The PLC ES1616P has 16 digital inputs and 16 digital outputs, and also has an SD card slot for program load, firmware upgrade, and firmware downgrade. The PLC ES0808P has 8 digital inputs and 8 digital outputs, and the PLC ES0806R has 8 digital inputs and 6 digital relay outputs. For Modbus communication, the Maple Modular PLCs can communicate with any device that has Modbus capabilities. The modular PLCs have built-in Modbus TCP/IP slave, RTU master, and RTU slave. If you are using TCP/IP Modbus and are communicating with another HMI, that HMI can be set as a TCP/IP master device and the modular PLC as a TCP/IP slave device. In this case, you will not need an Ethernet expansion module. If you're communicating with two modular PLCs via TCP, you will need an Ethernet expansion module, one PLC as a slave device and the other as the master device. Keep in mind, if you're communicating with two Maple PLCs via RTU, you will not need any expansion module. The Maple Modular PLCs have built-in RTU master and RTU slave. Here are the Maple Modular PLC expansion modules for digital I/O, analog I/O, as well as two special cards. One is a 2-channel high-speed counter expansion module, and the other is an Ethernet expansion module for Modbus TCP master and slave. There are 6 digital I/O cards ranging from 16 to 32 input and output channels, and there are 7 analog I/O modules ranging from 4 to 8 input and output channels. There are also options for pulse width modulation, thermocouple, and RTD. The Maple Micro PLC series are an all-in-one, powerful, and compact PLC. They have built-in analog and digital I/O configuration. The Micro PLCs have Modbus communication. You can connect seamlessly to other devices that have Modbus capabilities. The Micro PLCs have USB, Ethernet, and serial connection to communicate online, as well as downloading and uploading. In the case of a power outage, you will not lose any data. The Micro PLCs have built-in flash memory. They also have built-in high-speed counter and PID. Again, if you are unfamiliar with these, there are resources and technical documentation on the Maple Systems website. You can also reach out to our complimentary technical support. The Maple Micro series can also be used with their complementary control software, Maple Logic. For the Maple Micro PLC series, there are 3 options. The PLC FB1616P0202 has 16 digital inputs and 16 digital outputs, as well as 2 analog inputs and 2 analog outputs. The PLC FB1616R0202 has 16 digital inputs and 16 digital relay outputs, as well as 2 analog inputs and 2 analog outputs. And the PLC FB0808P has 8 digital inputs and 8 digital outputs. From Modbus Communication, the Maple Micro PLC series can communicate with any device that has Modbus capabilities. The Micro PLCs can be a Modbus TCP IP slave, RTU master, or RTU slave device. So, if the Micro PLCs are using TCP IP, then it's a Modbus TCP slave device, and the other device is a Modbus TCP master. But if the Micro PLCs are using RTU, then it could be a Modbus RTU slave or RTU master to communicate with the other device. Here are all of your Maple PLC options: the Maple Modular PLC Series, and the Maple Modular Expandable I/O modules, and the all-in-one Maple Micro PLC Series. This concludes the Maple PLC Series introduction video. To get more information, please visit the Maple Systems website. Thank you for watching.